Hello, everybody, and welcome to my final stream of the day and possibly for the next few days because I just streamed the heck out of everything. I did like 4 streams in like the last 24 hours, 4 or 5 streams, and it's been crazy. I just can't get enough of doing this Mythic role playing game. We've got some more character sheets. We've got Trevor Knox. We've got Brittany Bavera. We still got Frank Valois, who is currently severely injured right now, but he's getting proper medical treatment. They managed to make it to a quarantine zone. Which right now it's yieldingly bizarre is the scene, but the location is suspicious and loud. So there's something going on. Not sure what. Sasha is definitely not liking what's going on here. There's something going on, and people are kind of being loud about it. So, one of the things that I think we might be able to pull off here, at least she might be able to pull it off. I'm not sure with her penalties. Definitely got a lot of penalties going right now. Given this, let's see. With the loud, I will also give it a +2. Yeah, and she has not slept at all. So her essence is still a -15. So I have no essence whatsoever. And her endurance, she is still there. So I mean, she is mentally gone. We're probably gonna have to start taking some drawbacks. That will be some mental drawbacks, maybe to try figure out how we translate that into some drawbacks or something to where it's going to be a penalty that she has to go through. Um, so definitely we're gonna roll this and see if she hears anything. We got a 4, which is a 6. She does not. We don't have any essence to spend. So even with it being loud, she doesn't hear anything. Frank's not gonna roll because he's kind of like in critical condition. Brittany, this is her first time, so yeah, she's only got 4 life points because she took 24 damage, and she took 22 to 24 damage in the last attack, but did get 2 back after they rested for a day. This is day 4 of the outbreak, and shit is hitting the fan like crazy. But she managed to get some sleep. So maybe she can hear something, but she is injured. Let's see if I have anything on the injury screen. Let's see here. Severed if it's that, but don't think I actually made up my own stuff, like what I think would be realistic. This was a gunshot wound. So and she's not at 0 LP, so I mean her life points is perfectly fine for right now. So this roll is going to take no penalties. It's going to be difficult. She's going to get a +2 to it. It's going to be her notice. Let's see, does she have any good qualities? Not really. Nothing that will play in a factor. So let's see if she gets to know anything. 14, yes. Okay, so that is 3 levels of success. So she actually does hear from the soldier speaking. They have mentioned that they have mentioned that some of the other locations, neighboring towns and cities, have been affected by this outbreak, and this is no longer the only place that the infection is carried. Quarantine has been broken. That is what she's heard from the murmurs and the rumors. Quarantine has been broken. Let's see here. I did roll on some things in the journal. Here are some things that it will be mentioned. So, I mean, we're in Cedar Ridge, Arizona. That's the name of the city. Population currently 1 million. There's reports of total population infected, 33% statewide. Total population dead is 57% statewide, which puts the stats for Cedar Ridge 30% infected, 60% dead, 10% is what's remaining of the living if they can find everybody. Battle odds, even with military help, is still 3 to 1, maybe even 2 to 1. So it's basically everyone's outnumbered, and it's outnumbered. Like, the odds are bad. Give me just a second. Got to move something around here. Ugh. So the odds are bad, no matter how you want to look at it. So the infected that are attacking people is outnumbering the dead by 3-1. And I said with military help, maybe 2-1 at most, but it's still an outnumbering. So yeah, that's damn near like 300,000 infected people that are running around, walking around. So yeah, Brittany's heard that the situation is definitely grim. Trevor is doing his own investigation. He did manage to survive. He was the NPC that I never thought we'd ever see again. He managed to escape those 6 walkers that were on him. So he's definitely doing his own little investigation. He's actually sneaking around, trying to gather some information regarding this. So we're gonna actually roll a stealth for him. I don't think anyone's really paying attention to what's going on around him, so there's definitely stealth. Fast reaction time. There is a +1 to something. I need to actually see if that's to initiative or just his ability to react. Trying to think here. Let's see here. Oh, that's just to help to resist fear. He doesn't really need that. I mean, that's not going to really be, like, a thing. Let's see here. There we go. Heading back down to everything I got going on. So he's kind of doing his own little scouting, but he knows, like, the woman who left him behind is here. He's not really too happy with her right now, but, I guess in the end he'll live. So, a 7, we're actually going to spend 2 essence of his essence pool and move that to a 9, so he has 1 level of success. He did hear reports that they have given the zombies code names, and he does hear different code names such as infected, walker, and they even hear one called a thug. Probably real quick, it's probably safe to say that, to let you guys know that I am a big Dead Island fan, so I did like those archetypes, so I actually made those zombies in here as well. Right now, this is just as what we're getting. We don't even know what a thug is. We've never encountered one, but until we encounter one, that would be good. But, so some things that are some of the threads on our thread list that we've got here. We got escape overwhelming odds, which we have yet to do. We're still in the city. Beware of hospitals, which is Sasha Valois' big thing. We're not even near a hospital. We're just in a camp that's not near a hospital. It's a safe zone, quarantine safe zone that's away from a hospital. Resource scarcity, which we will encounter that in a minute. Zombie evolution, which we have not do that, but quarantine collapses. We did basically cover that, as that is the news saying that the outbreak, this viral outbreak, has actually spread to neighboring towns statewide in the state of Arizona. So far, reports only say that the state of Arizona is the only state infected as of right now. The governor has actually declared martial law on the entire state, so nobody in and out of Arizona. So, has it reached, with it being day 4, has it reached outside the state yet? We're going to say unsure. We're going to ask that question again to see if maybe things have changed. Exceptionally, yes. Yes, it has infected. We're going to say it has moved out through 1D50 additional states. 30 additional states have already premiered the infection as well. So far, just minor cities. It's starting to grow, so it's a fast moving viral outbreak. So Trevor's got his information. Brittany's got her information. Right now, Sasha and Frank are kind of out of the scenes. So it is not it's not looking pretty good. We got another scene descriptor, yieldingly and bizarre. Yieldingly bizarre. Yieldingly means because quarantine's been broken, the safe camp here, this quarantine zone, is actually getting ready to pack up. So everyone is getting ready to move. Are all the highways still blocked? Are all the highways still blocked? It's likely they are congested and severely blocked up. Exceptionally, yes. Oh man, we are not doing good. Did the military leave themselves for a way out? Unsure if that would actually be that. I mean, I imagine they would, but it's actually hard to say. No, they did not. They dropped the ball. Oh boy. So now, this military camp is. So this quarantine zone is trying to figure out how they're going to escape this huge city with 300,000 infected people in it. So it's bad. It is bad. I think the bizarre part is bizarre usually means something strange or something that you don't. Let me get the actual definition. I really should get a dictionary. Very strange or unusual, especially so as to interest or amusement. Basically, that is the term for it. So, well, there's no amusement. The bizarre thing is the military is actually one of the other threads that we have on us is resource scarcity. So I imagine at this point, the military, these guys are about to abandon their posts. Is the military about to abandon their posts? Is this team is? Yes, they are. Okay, so they're getting ready to pull out. They're done. They're getting ready to abandon their posts, which means they are getting ready to. Basically abandon their post, which is what is it called? It would be a dishonorable discharge if they get caught, but something has them freaked out, and Trevor and Brittany is not there. Is there any other survivors here that is not military personnel? Yes, there is. Have they been seen? Okay, they've been seen. So there's other people here. That's fine. Let's get a random event going to keep focused here. Random event. Let's see what we got here. NPC positive. All right. Reward. Leadership. Reward leadership. So this is an NPC positive. Reward leadership. Wonder if somebody is getting like a Medal of Honor or something like that for leadership. One of the guards, maybe. So there is a ceremony going on because one of the military people saved a bunch of people. So there is that. It's kind of maybe that's also what's bizarre is like these soldiers are getting ready to abandon their posts. There's rumors going on about that, but they're getting ready to pass out their last bit of rewards before abandoning their posts. This is kind of strange. I don't think Trevor is really happy on being here. Brittany definitely isn't, but she needs medical. She needs medical care as well as everybody else. Trevor's the only one that doesn't need medical care. I think Trevor is going to. Trevor has been incarcerated before. He is actually an ex-convict. So at this point, he is just being behind gates. He's not liking it. So I think he's going to be looking for a way out. Does Trevor find an unguarded vehicle? We're going to say unsure about that. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's move into. So Trevor finds an unguarded vehicle, and it's probably a military jeep, and he immediately goes to the tent. Is there a doctor in the hospital tent? It would be likely at this point, but could also be insane that yes, there's someone in there. All right, so Trevor goes in there, and he sees Sasha holding her son's hand as he's got IVs hooked up, and he's been stitched up, and he's healing. They're giving him, there's how many? There's two military doctors in there. Brittany's in there as well, as that she was shot, but she's not as bad as he is. And Sasha looks at Trevor. I guess the question is, would Sasha be upset for abandoning him? No, she won't, because she has an obligation to her child, Frank. So that's her obligation. She doesn't have a dependent any longer. Her younger brother is dead. He did not make it. He didn't turn, thank God, but he did. He was shot and he was killed, and he was already injured anyway. He probably lost too much blood. Trevor doesn't trust this military, so he is going to look at the doctors and say, "Can you guys excuse us for a second?" And he's going to try and intimidate them with a little bit of strength and muscle. Mind you, these are doctors, so I'm gonna give it a willpower roll. I'm gonna make it difficult, and I'm gonna give it a -2. We're gonna roll that. A 5. I at least need 4 more points, so he's gonna spend 4 essence points to succeed by 1 success, and to get 1 level of success. So the doctors get up and say, "Yeah, we'll be right back." And Trevor looks down and says, "You're the girl that left me behind after I begged for you to help, and you agreed you would." And she turns and goes, "Yeah, you're right. I left you. And I'm sorry for that, but I have a son in this mess that I'm trying to keep alive. I've already lost someone. I watched him get killed by looters and bad people. He was still dying when they came. I was hiding with somebody else who didn't come with us, but I took his truck. That was his truck that I had. I was trying to leave, but it didn't work out." Sasha looks at him and says, "What would you do in the situation? I mean, I guess if you were me, if you had a kid, someone that looked to you as a protector. I had to watch that friend die by choking on his own blood, but before he even died and choked on his own blood, he was eaten alive by these things. They were slow and shambling, but we've seen some that have been able to move fast and that are strong. I don't know what's going on or what this virus is or how people are getting sick, other than I think it's by a bite. If you get bit by them and you get infected, you're sick. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to say I'm sorry? Because I'm not. I'm not going to be sorry for trying to keep my son alive. I'm not going to be sorry because you don't look like the best person in the world. With your tattoos and your bald head. I'm not exactly from here. I moved here from France. And I don't have a French accent to go along with the acting, sadly. I've already left one person behind trying to protect my son. Left you behind trying to protect my son. So 2 people, I guess. Can't really math right. Can't think right. I'm tired. And all you want to do is come in here and tell me how I'm probably no better than you are because I left you behind. Go ahead. Say whatever you want to say. It's not going to really work. Right now, this is my future right here. This is all I have. Is this boy right here. So say whatever you want to say. And I'm gonna roll the smooth talking. And I definitely got a success. With even all that against me, I got at least one level of success. So Trevor goes, "No, I'm not here to make you feel bad, but unlike you, I am gonna help you, and I'm not gonna abandon you either. I see you got a kid, and I want to help you both, and you definitely want to help you. Who are you again?" And Brittany kind of smiles and says, "I'm just a lady who believes in the free spirit of the world and wants peace for all. And I was the CEO of a major tech company that probably doesn't exist now. So, good luck with that." Trevor's like, "Okay, well, I've heard rumors the military uses code names for these things. There's like 3 different code names. Walker, Infected, and Thug. Heard that, and then I also heard they're getting ready to evacuate, but they're not evacuating normally." And Sasha looks at him and says, "What do you mean not evacuating normally?" "Well, it seems like some of these guys are abandoning. Right now they're having some ceremonies because apparently this viral outbreak went to neighboring cities and is affecting everyone statewide. The governor of Arizona has declared state of an emergency on the whole state." Sasha at this point heard that and has seen the horrors, like everyone else. So she is going to roll her willpower to see if she maintains composure. It's not going to be easy, but we'll see what she gets. Does she maintain composure? She does not. She fails by 4. So when it comes on the fear table 4, she has nothing to say, and she does lose 1d6 more. Oh my god. She is not coming out of this alive. Oh crap, hold up. Oh, wait. If you guys are losing me, I do apologize. It looks like my internet's bouncing around. Hang on just a second. Alright, looks like it's leveling off now. I didn't really mute myself, but I did just choose the whole screen and just remain quiet for just a minute. Ugh, internet connection. Haven't had trouble for days, all of a sudden having trouble. Probably because, my kids got friends over. But anyway, back to our story. Yeah, so she is now at a -19 on the essence pool. Good grief. She is not going to bounce out of this anytime soon. She's going to have some mental problems. Definitely have some mental problems. She's probably going to, Oh, and she went down for, and I believe she is frozen for 1d4 turns. 3 turns, that's about, she doesn't really respond to Trevor about the situation for at least 18 seconds. He grabs her shoulder and tries to comfort her and says, are you okay? And he doesn't really have he doesn't look the best, but let's see if he can try and bring her out of it. I'm going to say for that failure, I'm going to say -4, see if he can bounce her out of it. Maybe not, but we'll see. And 0. He'd have to spend some more essence points. He'd have to at least spend 5 to roll 1 more die. But that still would, but for him to succeed, he'd have to do it on a 9 or a 10 easily because of that 0. So that's not going to happen. She's frozen for a few minutes, and then let's see here. Artistic guitar talent. I think she's gonna. So Brittany is gonna sing using her guitar to see if she can soothe her and bring her out of it quicker. Um, that's gonna be a -4 to the roll, but we do have art guitar playing. See if the guitar is good. And then artistic talent guitar. She's not going to really sing, but yeah. And let's see here. Let's see if this really works. An 11. Even with a -4 modifier, -4 penalty, she still bounced her out of it. So she begins singing. And actually, an 11 is 2 degrees of success. That is freaking awesome. But yeah, she does snap out of it, and she goes, "I'm sorry. It's just all this seems hopeless. Like, where do we go? Where is safe? We need to find a safe house." And he's like, and Trevor's like, "Yeah, we do. Safe house is one of our threads, so we definitely do have that as well." He's like, "Yeah, they're getting ready to leave, so." Will the military try to take Frank or try to take any civilians? Exceptionally, yes. So they might try and take... Okay, so they're going to... Sasha turns and says, "Well, what if they try to take some of us? Like, maybe for safekeeping?" And Trevor's like, "I don't know. If they try to abandon their posts, what do you think kind of ideal world we're going to go into? I mean, these guys might become, like, try to say they're going to be the New World Order. Or something. Do you really want to be like that and in their debt? You know, you got to be careful with this." And, let's see if he at least rolls on that. He's definitely going to get another -4 penalty to that because she doesn't really know if there's anywhere else to go. She is... Actually, I'm going to say a -5 because he failed the last time. Yeah, he's not... -3 modifier? There was a... Oh, that's because it's -5. That's right. Yeah, there's really not much he can say or do. She is believing that the military will keep her safe. If they do abandon post and try to evacuate some of the civilians. Okay, let's bring in a... Okay, so Trevor's like, "You want to risk going with them instead of being free?" She's like, "Where are we going to go? My son can't even move right now. He's severely hurt. How long will he last? He has to have antibiotics and an infection. I have nowhere else to go." Does he convince Brittany at the very least? Brittany's probably going to go with Sasha because she doesn't really know him. But the penalty's not going to be that great. You know what? -3. Although, she doesn't really care for the military either. Given the fact she's a pacifist. 5. Yeah. Well, he has a greater chance of convincing them. Trevor's like, "Well, I can go alone. I was alone before I met this, but I'm telling you, I don't know if it's going to really be much different going anywhere else." And Brittany's like, "Well, why don't you come with us? That way, if something does happen, you can protect us, and we can go out together." And I'm going to make that a difficulty. He doesn't really like military, so I'm going to give her the same -3. I am going to give, allow her to use her... Does she have smooth talking? Says she does, but I don't see it on here. Oh, right here, smooth talking. Take her smooth talking ability. Charisma would be good. 17. Oh, Lord. So that is 5 levels of success. Huh. So, she's good. All right. So anytime that Brittany is talking to Trevor, she gets a +4 to all social roles when attempting to convince him to stay or do something. That's a hell of a bonus. All right. That's one heck of a bonus. And he's like, all right, I'll go with you ladies, but the first sign of trouble, I'll see what I can do, but I'm also just one man, and I have only a gun, like, seriously, and a couple small knives. They won't do much against soldiers. But I can do my best. And Sasha's like, thank you. Brittany says the same thing, and I think Frank is trying to sleep. Does he sleep very well? I don't think so, but let's find out. He is passed out. Alright, so he is passed out, so he is going to at least get some more sleep, so that's good. Alright, let's see here. Let's do a random event. And evacuation. Because here they do have supplies. They wouldn't have to worry about any of their stuff. PC negative. Uh-oh. Trap. Oh, no. Oh, it's a trap. So, the, two of the military doctors come back in and says, all right, we're getting ready to evacuate. This place is no longer safe for any of us, said two of the doctors. And we're going to move your son, and we're going to take care of him. All right, thank you guys so much. And a guard comes in, and another military guy comes in and says, and he's a sergeant and the leader of this quarantine, and he says, not at all. We're all here to pull our weight and whatnot, so you do owe us for the supplies. And does she put 2 and 2 together on that empathy? I get some sleep and I miss a whole episode. You miss like a couple. This would be a diplomacy thing. Or an empathy thing, and we don't really have empathy. But let's see if she picks up on it. She does not. She thinks everything is fine. Brittany's going to do the same thing. Ooh, her research and investigate skill might actually do this on a more of a empathy type of terms. I think this would be that. And she's got a delusion. I forgot what the delusion is. 9. I didn't even say what the delusion was. I probably got it listed somewhere. Her delusion's that peace overrides all. Alright, so 9. She picks up on what is said that everyone will pull their weight. And Trevor is going to do the same thing. He's not the most understanding person, but he doesn't trust anybody. I'm going to give him a +2 for the lack of trust. See if he picks up on that. Oh, he does not. Damn it. Still get success on a luck roll? Nope. So Brittany picks up on it, and which is this girl right here. And she says, well, I mean, you're the military. You're supposed to protect civilians. And she's going to try and use her willpower to see and smooth talk him to see if she can get more out of them. So she's like, what do you mean pull our weights? You're supposed to be our protectors. And 14. Oh, we're bouncing around again, guys. Sorry. Okay, so we got a 14 on the roll, which that is 3 levels of success. And the guy's like, well, of course we're going to protect you, but it's going to cost. I mean, the city has fallen. The state of Arizona is currently all completely under martial law now. And there are 30 different 30 states out of the United States has actually announced that the viral outbreak that you guys have suffered here and in the neighboring cities and Alright, we're back again. Has it spread to other countries yet? We're unsure on that. No, not yet. So it's still in the U.S. As far as we know, it could have spread to other countries. And, so the military sergeant is like, you know, things are different now, and we're not necessarily the military. We're just a unit that's going to look after each other. And depending on what happens in the world, you know, be there for each other. Simple as that. And she's like, so you're just going to abandon posts? Like, if the fight's not over, why abandon? And I'm wondering, is the guard going to get upset? Kind of likely, because she's asking too many questions. Yes. He's like, if you don't like what we are saying, we can leave you behind. We're not going to take you for free. And there is new currency of the realm now, if you have not heard. So that is the way things go. Ooh, hold up a second. Reduce or remove inactivity. Let's see here. Let's review the book. Reduce or remove. Reduce the intensity of an activity element in your expected scene, or remove it completely if it makes sense. And earlier, with Restless Spirits of the Forest Fire was active element. He just stops talking, and he says, of course. Hiding the fact of his true intentions. Not sure if she's going to see right through that or not. But with the reducement, I'm going to give it a -2. And, oh, well, for that, Brittany can spend 2 essence points, and she does actually see right through it. For 1 level of success. Nice. At this point, they have been up for at least, it's been like 2 hours, so we are going to remove the only 2 endurance points we have. Or from her, we're going to move 2 endurance points from everybody. He's sleeping, so he doesn't need anything removed. She is going to take 2. And he is going to take 2 endurance points lost. So, not too bad. Trevor's starting to notice. At this point, it's no secret. Trevor's noticing that there's tension between Brittany and the military sergeant. We need a name for the military sergeant. Definitely need a name for him. Let's get him some names here. Let's see. We got Emotion N. Emotion N. Emotion and something emotion. Nate's Anger. That's going to be his name. Now we're going to add his name to the Journal of NPCs here, because he's going to become a support cast. And we still have 1 support cast member that could still enter the scene anytime. So, Nate's Anger. He is leader of his own platoon. Leader of the quarantine camp. Sergeant rank of the army. And he's probably, I'm gonna roll a d20 on it. I'm gonna roll a d10 on this age, and we're gonna fit it. We're gonna fit it around 35. So he's actually 31. Oh, so he's like, he's a sergeant, but he's like a young guy. Huh. That's amazing. And he's being a dick. And he's being a dick. So let's figure out what's gonna happen next. We definitely need an event focus on this. PC negative. Uh-oh. A PC negative. Oh man, that's not good. Let's do motivations. That'll be negative. Failure. Approval. Ugh. Okay, a PC negative. Well, we got a PC. Failure approval. Oh. Oh no. Something happens to Frank. I need to roll a constitution check. Difficult. Did he pull a stitch? Let's find out. 4. Oh yeah, something's wrong. He is so all of a sudden noise is starting to go off on Frank's monitor. They start doing this beep and he begins flatlining. They're like his heart rate is increasing, blood pressure is dropping. We don't know what's going on. And he's currently asleep. And Sasha is looking down and she needs to give a constitution roll to see if she can is this what's about to happen, or if she's going to pass out? Oh man, as he's going into cardiac arrest, she begins to faint. And Trevor's going to try and catch her with his dexterity. Fast reaction time would be perfect. Skills. Nothing for that at the very least. So he goes to catch her. And oh my god, he got a 1. I'm gonna roll again on that one. A 5. He's gonna spend 5 points because if she hits something, she could very well hit something and bust her head on something, which is not gonna help her none. 5, so 10. 2 levels, 1 level of success. He manages to catch her as she faints down, and he lowers her easily to the ground as the boy is going into cardiac arrest. Doctors are going to be doing some heavy work here, so it's going to be 2d10. It's going to be teamwork skills. Come on, people. Oh no! They both one doctor got a 2 and one got a complete failure. We got to re-roll that failure. And 7. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Second roll was 7. It's still a 1. Frank did not make it. He flatlined, and they're gonna try a he flatlined completely out. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe. Well, he got 11 on a Constitution roll to bounce out. That's 2 levels of success, so I'm going to give him 1 life point back, and he begins to stabilize. And this is bad because they will not be able to move him. That's the question. Is Frank? It's unlikely he's unable to be moved. And since he just flatlined, I'm going to say very unlikely. Can they move him safely? No. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. How soon does the general want to remove? Does the sergeant want to move in the next hour? Yes. Oh, Lord. So she's only going to get like 30 minutes of rest. Which for endurance points, you gain constitutional. Oh, okay. So she's going to get 2 points of rest. Possibly. But it's not, 2 points, but it's still going to, she still takes 1d4. It doesn't do anything. She's down to -1, so she doesn't even wake up. So, Sasha, so Frank is unstable. They cannot move him without killing him. Sasha's passed out. She will not wake. So it's Brittany and Trevor that is still around. Oh, dear Lord. We're losing the team. I think we're looking at... Is it noon? I'm not sure if it's noon. Has it been at least maybe 4 hours? I know it's been 2. Yeah, so it's been an additional 2 more. So we'll take 2 hours. 2 more endurance points from them. Assuming they woke up at 8. Actually, let me get 2 more. We'll do 4 hours. That way it's 6. Trevor and Brittany are beginning to discuss a plan. Because something's just not right. The doctors have not been in for quite some time. To start hooking Frank up to something else and getting ready to move him. The doctors come in and they're going to lay it out. They're going to abandon Sasha and Frank in this quarantine camp. They'll leave the barricades up in case she comes to, but Frank's not going to make it without the life support. And are they going to take the life support? Possibly likely because resources are scarce. Actually, very likely because it's the only resources they actually have. Yes, they're going to unhook him. And the doctors are they're going, we're going to unhook the child. It's not something that we want to do, but we need the machines. And unfortunately, he won't be able to be moved. There is no hope for him. He's too unstable, and the resources we need to maybe keep him stable. We don't have. Resources are very well scarce. Roll on a thread. Beware of hospitals. Hospitals might be kind of saving. But, yep. So. Ooh. Overwhelming odds. Yeah. We've got a lot of threats here. We're not going to use those. Anyway. So the doctors look at them, and they're going to begin to unhooking Frank. And, I don't know. How does that sit well? Does that sit well with any of these guys? Are they going to get emotional? Like, I don't think Trevor will get emotional. I believe Brittany would, because she believes all life is precious. They do it. They unhook him. And, well, no more life support. This is going to be a difficult role without life support or any form of treatment. He is pretty much... what do we need? So phase 1, we must make a constitution roll to see if we stay alive and stable, and then willpower to stay awake and conscious, or to wake up. It looks like his heart rate is rest in peace, Frank. I know, and he's only 14. So it looks like he's stabilizing, but don't know if he's going to be awake. Does he wake up at all? I'm going to say for this... I mean, he does have the essence. He could... You know, in essence, the way I measure it, this is not magic, but it's like miracles. It's like the unexplainable luck. And he does got plenty of that. Oh, 2 levels of success. So as they unhook him and they begin removing, Brittany feels morally compelled to stay, and Trevor doesn't. Trevor's like, what is it? His heart is still beating. The heart can beat for several minutes to several hours, depending on the health. What do you know that? He has no medical training, no education in that. He would not know that. Let's roll again and see if maybe I can get a different result. No, -1. He does not know that. He's like, I mean, or at least I believe he could. We need to figure out... Okay. You said there was a vehicle. Is it unguarded? I believe it is. They might forget about it. Can you get it for us and come pick me up? Absolutely. I'll be right back. So Trevor is going to go get the vehicle and begin evacuating Sasha, Frank, and Brittany. Since they're going to leave him behind, he's not going to go. So he's going to go and he's going to sneak because he doesn't trust these guys. He's afraid, like, if they find out that he's taking a vehicle, that it's going to take away from them. And right now this is going to be a fight for resources. So he is going to use his dexterity and stealth and sneak over to the vehicle to see if he can find... well, the first thing he needs to do is sneak over there. And then he's got to see if he can find the keys. And see if anybody notices him doing, you know, some oh shit, for like 3 levels of success. I believe that's 3 levels of success. Yeah. So he found the vehicle. It's still unguarded. He is going to look around for some keys. I don't imagine keys would be just laying around anywhere. So I'm going to make it very difficult. At least a -2. Or no, a -4. I'm sorry. I did not find any keys. -1. The only way he can... he's not going to spend his only essence points for that. I did not find any keys to it. Can he hotwire the vehicle? I mean, he knows how to drive. This would be an intelligence roll. And no skills to go along with it. But he was a criminal, so that should play into it. 8. You know what? I'm going to spend 2 essence points. I said 2. I need one more. So 2 essence points, and I'm going to make that a 10. He gets inside the military vehicle, which is supposed to not be able to do much, but he did manage to trick it, open it up, pull the wires he needs, find the wires, and he got the starter going. How much gas? Now we need to know how much gas is in the vehicle. Is it a full tank of gas? It's kind of unsure. Exceptionally, yes, it's a full tank of gas. So he checks, it's a full tank of gas, and these Hummers can hold a lot of gas. And he, without question, he's going to do a nice little drive. This is kind of like, I would say it would fall into, instead of, like, it would fall into trucks. So I am going to do a difficult, because he's going to make it look like he is supposed to be in there. And, let's see what he gets. An 8. He's going to spend 2 more essence points. And nobody notices that he took the vehicle. He has been doing like a lot of rolls, so I am going to take away at least 2 endurance points from him for that. So he managed to pull up next to the tent, and as that they have already evacuated, I don't think they've noticed anything. Has military noticed their missing vehicle? Well, it wasn't guarded, so unlikely, but on the off chance, exceptionally, yes. They said, hey, wasn't there another Jeep over here? It looks like our inventory on Jeeps is a bit off. And so Frank has actually got to move pretty quick. He is going to roll his strength and see if he can pick up the... Obviously, he's going to pick up the boy and run with him. And that is a 1 level of success. I think Brittany is going to help and try to pick up Sasha. And that is also 1 level of success. So, yeah, they managed to get it and load, and they are driving off. As they're driving off, I would imagine the military would have noticed, hey, that Jeep is going in the different direction than we are. You know, they're going to definitely open fire, right? They're going to open fire. It's likely that they would open fire to try and stop it because they need the Jeep. Yes, doubles, unexpected event. Oh, great. NPC action. Usurp. Uh-oh. Tension. Ooh. So usurp means to take over. Or to, I think, to steal, actually. Yep, to take a position by force. So as they're getting ready to open fire, all they hear is go, now's our chance, and they're like, wait, what are you doing? And suddenly, instead of opening fire on the Jeep, they're actually opening fire on each other. And Trevor and Brittany hears all this gunfire. Which causes a little bit of tension with what the hell? Like, did we just escape a potential mutiny? And Brittany's like, I don't know. There was more things going on than we heard. Trevor is a bit nervous by that because they definitely were outnumbered and they weren't on anybody's fucking side. So yeah. I'm going to give him -2 to willpower to see how his fear, how he resisted his fear. And it doesn't matter because he got a 7. And it's a 7. He did fail, and he can't even do it. So he failed by 3. So yeah, that literally scared him. He's just like freaking out. We're going to give him a penalty of 1d4 plus 1. The penalty is going to go on his essence. And he loses 2 essence. Which puts him at a -1. So he is feeling how Sasha's feeling. And he knows what she feels like. And that's scary. That is definitely scary. Brittany's kind of like the same boat. So let's see how she's doing. But we're going to do a -2 on that as well. Because I think I did a minus. I did. So let's see how. A 10. She's holding it together. She is definitely holding it together. So, even though she's even wounded. Alright. We've got to find a way out of here. The military did not secure a way out properly. So, the only way you can get in and out of places is back roads and highways. Highways are heavily congested and are backed up and are gridlocked completely. And that might actually be a death trap. Is there any back roads that are uncleared? Given quarantine, it's unlikely. But given the fact that quarantine has broken and that there is a breakdown in how things were running here and during a breakdown during the martial law, it's unlikely that they're still secured. But if it still says that yes, they're still secured, then there's no way out. Exceptional, no. Which means that's probably going to be their way to look. Do they see anything on the way? Any random event happen while they're on their way? Yes. Okay, so there was a random event. So let's roll a random event and see traveling to the edge of town. And which edge are we traveling to, actually? Are we going... we can't go south. We can go east, north, and west. South would... Well, you could go south, but it's towards the ocean. I imagine they are going to try and get out of Arizona. It looks like they're going to go west. So they're traveling west right now, which would take them... if you look at a map, that would be some things. But let's see what the random event is traveling to the edge of town. Introducing new NPC. Transform weather. Okay, so transform weather. Well, that means there's bad weather. I don't think I have a weather generator, which actually sucks ass. So let's see here. Is the weather rainy? So we're going to roll for some rain. Unsure if it's going to be rain. It's definitely going to be rain. Exceptionally, yes. Okay. And there's no other descriptors with that. Descriptions with that. So, and there's an NPC. We're going to actually roll a random one. Crazy Linda. Conspiracy theories, half her rambling is nonsense, and she is homeless. Trevor and Brittany both notice her as they're traveling and notice that she is just walking among everybody, most of the dead, and no one is bothering her. And Brittany goes, we might be able to save her. And Trevor's like, are you seriously? Are we going to pick up everybody? And she's like, listen, Frank is unstable, and we don't know what's going to happen next, but he is asleep. And Sasha isn't helpful right now either. We could use as much help as we can get. Does that actually work with him? I wonder if that would. I mean, probably not at first, but I'm going to say a -2 is going to make it a little difficult. Because she is a pretty good smooth talker. A 9. That does work. So Trevor pulls over and says, hey, you, why don't you get in here? We're getting ready to leave town and we're going to take you to safety. And Crazy, she's like, safety? Ain't safety anywhere to go. It's in you. It's in me. It's in all of us. Brittany gets out and says, hey, listen, we're actually going to go to a safe place, and you're more than welcome. Oh, and I forgot. She does get a +4 to that, so that +4 definitely turns into an 11. So yeah, he's definitely going to follow her. So yeah. And she's like, why don't you get in, and we will take you somewhere safe. There's the city's been abandoned. And well, let's see here. Oh, I forgot to roll with smooth talking. I'll just add it. 10, 15, 15. So that is awesome. So we got 4 levels of success, which that is friggin' awesome. So Crazy Linda, from now on, going forward, +3 to all social roles when communicating to do something. Crazy Linda is basically going to follow Brittany. Brittany is our natural born leader, it looks like. So they make it. Does anything else happen while heading to the edge of the city? Yes. Oh, another random event. Crazy Linda is going to be a real asset. Yeah, I know, right? Another random event. All right. We're not even making it to the edge of town yet. NPC action. Inspect. Location. Let's roll location descriptors. Familiar. Business. A familiar business. Oh, Crazy Linda. That's right. Everything she says is half crazy. Or at least half nonsense. So, as I go, a crazy business. What would be a crazy business or a familiar business to someone who is crazy? Ooh, a hospital. Is this business a hospital? Could be 50-50. Yes. So they go by the they go by this medical center. It's not necessarily a hospital, but it's medical center. We'll go with that. And is there a lot of dead? Is there a lot of infected walking out of it? It's kind of likely because the city has been abandoned. Yes. Oh wow. There's a lot. And as they're driving, Linda looks and she's like, "Oh, there's my home from when I was a child, a young woman, and now as I am, gone and claimed by the dead." Oh well. They do make it to the edge of town. And there's a barricade. Is the barricade made of cement? Or is it just a regular roadblock? Let's see. This is the cement one. Yes. It looks like a wall was erected around the city. Made some type of steel, metal, and cement mix. And the exit they went to. Trevor begins to get... is there anybody around? I'm going to roll on the encounter. There is. Let's see if we can find... Alright, 1d10. Let's see. Give me something good, please. 3. There's 1 infected. He's moving around. It looks like he's hitting himself on the wall. Banging on it, trying to get out. They do stop. They at least how long? Let's see, how long has it taken them to get? Has it at least taken hours, or did they make it in nice timing? They did stop at least once. It did take at least 2 hours to get there across town, just because they had to move in and out. Everything is messy, and there's been accidents all over the place. And there's 1 infected making noise. Does it attract more infected? It's possible. No. So there's just 1. Trevor looks out, and he says, I'll be right back. You guys just stay in here. And he's gonna, does the infected So we're going to get an infected. We're going to see, does he notice him as Trevor gets out? We're going to make it a difficult. And the answer is no. The infected is still just hitting his arms against the wall, trying to get out. Trevor is going to go up and do a complete... would Trevor know that a headshot is needed to put this thing down? Is that something he would have picked up on? No, it's not. So he's just going to waste his bullets. Oh, Lord. Not something he heard. So Trevor's going to be able to get 3 shots off. I believe the rate of fire is 1, but he's going to get 3 shots off before anything happens. So let's see what we got here. We're going to go to equipment. We're going to go... He's going to pull out his .44 Magnum. And it's going to be a dexterity and handguns roll. Oh, this is just going to be crazy difficult. He's not paying attention, so it will... he doesn't get a dodge roll or anything. He is going to... With not him paying attention, I am going to increase that by a +2. And then handguns. 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 There we go. I don't think fast reaction time would be good, but would work effectively. But we'll see where this gets us. Oh, 10. So he 2 levels of success. No, 1 level of success, and does normal damage. Oh, wait a minute. Let me roll that like 3 times, because he's going to fire off 3 shots. So he hits the first time. Do it again. And he's also going to get another +2 to that. Hits the second time. And... hits the third time. So it hits, but only under the normal success stuff. So, which means nothing, the modifiers don't increase much. So we're gonna, he is going to attack. Number of shots used, 3. It's gonna be, I think it's like semi-auto. Just like 3 bullets, bam, bam, bam. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so I got 6. Oh, I do need... Alright, so I got 6 times, so that's 6, 12, 18. Alright, so these things have no life points, and let's see, what do I hit? Body parts is going to be 1d6. Torso, so headshot is 1. Torso is 2, which is the easiest one. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and then left leg for 3. Or no, left arm for 3. Right arm for 4. And then you get the gist. Oh, I do get a headshot on one of those. So he fires 3 shots right into the head. And manages to put down the creature. Blood splatters everywhere. Did anyone hear the noise? Likely that noise was echoing. Yes. Something heard it. Trevor is getting back in. Let's see here. We're going to roll on the encounter table again. 1d10. Eight. What does my encounter table say I get? Military and CDC personnel, at least 1d6 worth of them. 4. So 4 soldiers go, you might as well head back the other direction. Trevor looks up and sees 4 guys standing on a platform. And it's like there's no way out through this. The wall is cemented down. It's meant to keep things in. We did it about 2 days ago. You gonna let us out? Or you're going to keep protecting, you know, a crazy freaking town that doesn't have, you know, our whole city that basically is lost to the dead. I mean, come on, don't you guys have families? Didn't you hear? This is statewide. Other states are being affected. Don't you have any families? And he's going to roll and see if he can convince them to let them out. He doesn't really have smooth talking. No good. He's like, or am I going to have to find a way to kill all of you and get out that way? Think about it. Is it worth dying? No. You're not getting out anyway. You might as well just go back in and find another way out if you can. We're going to stay here to the... will they stay there to the bitter end? It's unlikely they would since everyone else is kind of leaving, but you never know. No, they're going to leave at some point. Is it the late afternoon now? Yes. So it's getting late in the day. He's like, gotta leave sometime. Trevor gets back in and shuts the door. And he's going to begin looking for a safe house. Man. Jeez. Needs a safe house. They have not been able to escape the city yet. He goes back into the town. Do they find an empty... Is there an empty building nearby the west side of the town? Unsure. There is one empty building. Okay. Let's get... let's get a... familiar. Oh, God, I don't want... Cramped. Familiar, cramped. Familiar and cramped? A building that is familiar to them and that is cramped. It will be cramped. Well, Sasha's not awake. Frank's not awake. So that leaves... What would be familiar but cramped to any of these characters? That includes Crazy Linda, Brittany, and Trevor. Trevor, this is actually most difficult. An empty building that is familiar and cramped. Well, see, he's an ex-convict. She's a freaking hippie. A former job. Is this a fast food restaurant? Like one of those fast food restaurant kiosks that you don't go into. It's like just a fast food pickup restaurant. Yes. So it's kind of like if you ever seen like a Riley's or a Checkers. It's one of those you just go around, order your food, go back around. I'm hungry now. Go back around and basically pick it up after you circle and then leave. Like there's only outside seating. So they do find this. And it's a place to hold up for now. Let's see here. Let's pull a random event. Is it really empty? Like, you can't tell me no one else thought to hold up there. Close a thread. Alright, so we need to close out a thread. Proceed. Project. Proceed with project. We get to close out a thread. Well, What thread should we close out? So this is a... Well, I mean... We found a safe house. Somewhere where we can stay. And we... Resources. Are the resources in there... Is there any resources in there at all? It's a restaurant, so they would have a secure thing of food. So it is likely. Yes. So that that also allows us to close out the resource scarcity. So we don't have to worry about that as well. So they actually found a place to hold up for at least a time. Now we need to know how much food is in there. Let's do a scene adjust. Make 2 adjustments. Okay. Scene alteration. Interruption event. Oh, Lord. Move toward a thread. Expose. Uh-oh. Power. Oh, man. Okay. Move towards a thread. Well, we're escaping overwhelming odds. No. Zombie evolution. There is something in there, and it's making some noise. And it's a thug. So, Trevor goes up, and, he hears something, I believe. Something roaring. Let's see. This will be a notice roll. Doesn't hear it. Okay, does Brittany hear it at least? Crazy Linda's just sitting in the freaking vehicle. Oh God, she heard it. 21. She goes there. So this is what they hear as they're approaching. And Brittany goes, there's one of them in there. And he's like, well, we're gonna have to get it out. So, are you ready? And she's like, I am not a fighter. And he's like, well, if we're gonna survive, you gotta fight to survive. So, here we go. I've got 2 characters. And, okay, so, yeah. Here we go. So they're gonna take one turn. Well, first, is the door locked? Either that or her tumbling is rolling. Yep. I'm sure that is possibly true too. Is the door locked, or did someone exceptionally? Yes. Okay, good. So he's gonna go up. He's gonna pick the lock. That's gonna be his first move. So it's gonna be a dexterity, difficult, lock picking, mechanical, regular one. And here we go. We're going to roll. And a 10. So he pushes open. So he unlocks the door, pulls the handle, and opens it. And see if this thing even notices them. They're not even being quiet. So it wouldn't even need to be that hard. Wow. I'm going to say yes. He notices them. Barely. And he begins coming at them and running. So Linda, or not Linda, Brittany, she literally has no gun. All she has is a guitar as an improvised weapon. She's going to swing her guitar at I think improvised weapon is like a -3. So she's gonna swing her guitar. She has no attacking skills whatsoever. Oh dear Lord, this is gonna suck ass. And it does. It does. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna remove 5 on my essence pool to say she got lucky. She's gonna roll a d10. I hope to God she at least hits it. Oh, she got a 10. All right, so 12 points. So yeah, she does hit the damn thing, and he just kind of runs right into it. Where does she hit him at? 1d6. Hits him across the chest for literally, I'm going to say a d2 point of damage times her strength, which is only 2. So 1d2 times 2. So 4 points of damage, but that's basically just going towards his chest. He is clearly still moving around, and it is his turn. He is going to try and take a chomp right out of her. He is not playing around. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be brawling. And he's got, holy crap, I think he's got 3 levels of success. She is, she's going to try and dodge, but she doesn't actually have dodge as that, and she's not very good, so here we go. She's got to get good, and oh, wow. She failed by 7. The only way she's going to get out of that is if she spends 5 more points and rolls that and see if she can get... She's got to get 8 or better on the D10 roll to succeed. She got a 9. Okay. So she spends some essence of luck. She uses the guitar, and the creature bites down on the guitar, doing damage to the guitar instead. The acoustic guitar, which doesn't really have much of an armor value. So, but we are gonna roll for damage for that bite attack, because it's right here. And here we go. And it does 16 points of damage to the guitar. The guitar is literally broken and useless. But she does have a stick. She did make it into a pointy stick, which didn't really sharpen it any, but she is going to, but when it's her turn again. Well, next, it's going to be freaking Trevor's turn. Trevor is got 3 bullets left in his one gun. So he is going to take 3 bullets, and he is going to fire. Well, he can only do it twice, actually. Yeah, he can do it twice. He's gonna at least fire once or twice at the thing. So let's see here. At this crazy whatever the hell this thing is, and he's not even going for the head because he doesn't know if the head. He's not aware if the headshot really works. So he's never heard that. He's never heard shoot them in the head and nothing there. Damn, these guys are not holding together well. All right, 13 and 14 altogether. That's 3 levels of success. This roll is needed to hit relative. Okay, he could hit a headshot by accident twice over. So it does normal damage, so he gets to roll twice. Both are going to be a headshot, and it's going to be by pure accident that he's doing that. So we're going to roll that one. 18 points to the head. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to roll 2d6. I'm going to make it more interesting. If I get a 1, it's going to be a headshot. So I got a 3 and a 4. So 1 to the leg, 1 to the... well, no, actually, that's 1 to the left arm and 1 to the right arm. God damn it. But 18 points there. And then another 12 on top of that. So that is like, what is that? 20, 30 points of damage. So I think at that point, his arms, like he is fallen, but he's still moving around. He notices Trevor, but it's Linda's turn. Linda is going to try and just whack it a ton of times over. Does she know if a headshot... Did she ever hear that a headshot attack works? Let's see if she even has an idea. Dear God in heaven, these rolls are horrible. 5. Well, I can spend 4 more essence, but that'll be it for her on essence. I have ran out. These guys are all hopeless and severely injured. But yeah, she did hear a headshot work, so she is going to try a headshot, which is going to be on minus 3 to her roll. It's going to be difficult. She doesn't have any form to attack. Let's go. Oh, she's also a pacifist, so this would... Oh my god, what did she do? She fell on her own shit. Yes, she fell and stabbed herself. She tripped and literally is on the ground stabbing her. She stabbed herself. Oh my god. This is like stabbing damage. Oh dear god, she only has 4 health points. That's 2 points down. She stabbed herself and is wounded. She can't make it. Okay, well, let's see here. The thing is going to try and bite her again. And let's see how well he does. Oh, wow, he succeeds. And he manages to bite her and does a... 16 points of damage to her. Oh, she's dead. She minus 14. Oh my god, it is eating her, and she is screaming bloody murder. Trevor is going to... He has 1 shot left. Trevor is going to try and... she's going to scream, shoot it in the head. So he is going to aim for the head at this point. I'm going to think minus 3 for that. Handguns. And, yeah, here we go. He totally misses. And the thing is still gnawing on her. So he's going to take a small knife, and then he's going to try and stab him in the head. And she's, like, basically screaming bloody murder. And let's see here. He does succeed because I did do the minus 3. So he does get 1 level of success. So as this thug is gnawing on her, he goes up and stabs her. Or not stabs her, stabs him right in the face. Constitution roll to see if she suffers from infection. Difficult. Now, if she doesn't suffer from infection, then that means the zombie did not bite her through the clothing. Darwin, award-winning. I like that one, huh? And the only way that could really happen is if she was wearing... this is basically just a luck roll. And she failed. And, yeah, so she's infected now. So new drawback, infection. And it's going to cost 1. So it's going to definitely minus 1. I got to roll on a Constitution save every time. So, yep, I have a level 1 infection. So, but she's still, where did she get bit at? Was it her pretty face? Was not. It was actually on her collarbone. He manages to grab her and gets her inside. Not sure how well she's going to be because she is bleeding out everywhere. Does she stabilize at the very least? On her own? No. Yeah, she's died. So at this point, she just quit breathing. And as he goes and gets Crazy Linda's going, oh my god, what's going on? What's going on? And Trevor's like, just stay in the vehicle. I'll be in there in a minute. And he shuts the door, and he looks at Brittany and he says, "Hang on, you know, I'm gonna help you." And as he says that, he notices that she stops moving and she stops breathing. And he checks her heart. And the heart just stopped. And she just goes limp. And her face turns pale, as that she did not make it. I wonder if I change it to that, if it's still dying. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't change it. It's still dying. Okay. So, yeah. She bled out all over the place. And all that's left is Sasha. This creature's dead. Did Sasha wake up at all during that? She's been down for like at least 5 hours. Maybe not. I'll let her sleep. I'm not even gonna make a roll. He's been off life support, so is he doing okay? Oh, he is. He's doing great. He's gonna make it to another day. Definitely. Alright. The sun's beginning to go down, and Trevor goes out. You keep losing people. That's what happens in a zombie apocalypse, honey. He goes out, and is there like a shovel outside? Yeah. Wonder why there's a shovel. Did anybody else hear anything? Yes. He tries to bury her, but unfortunately something else has occurred. Five. Another creature comes out before you can do it. He doesn't know how he's gonna get Frank or Sasha in there with Crazy Linda's help. He quickly gets back in the vehicle as this creature is charging him. Can he charge? Can these things charge? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they have the fast enough speed. Even if they charge, it's only going to be like whatever. Thugs have a speed of 6. They can move up to 12 if they run. That's only double the speed. I can go up to 24 miles an hour. So, yeah, whoever busts out speeding. But at this point, I guess it's who's ever... Oh, man, that would be a dexterity roll. Real quick, that battle took 2 rounds, so we're going to need 21 endurance points taken. And then this one, he's going to bust out at full speed, and let's see how well he does. Oh, he trips over something. Oh, there we go. And what does this guy do? Difficult. He has no other skills. Oh, ho, ho. He gets cornered. Very easily cornered. So they're engaged in another battle. Trevor takes out a knife. And he heard, okay, go for the head. Do that. He will get first strike. So here we go. Difficult. Hand weapon. -3. If you can get a success on this. Oh, damn. This is not good. He accidentally cuts himself with that small knife. Oh my god. Is 0. Why? What did I roll? Hang on, let me see here. Let me try that again. Do I need to put this in parentheses? Oh, I did. So I I got a 3 on the... Was that a 3 on the dice roll or 4? That could have been a 4, but with a -1 comes to a 3. So I do 12 points of damage to myself. Dear Lord, what do I cut? These people are cursed. I'd be getting some new dice. I know, right? It doesn't matter. I imagine with him holding his knife that way. Oh, wait a minute. And he does have leather jacket on, so that does cover up his arms and his torso. So we're going to say one of the arms at the very least. And how much does that save him from? 1 point of damage, so 11 points. So that moves him down to 36. Okay. So he cuts himself really deep on the gash. Or gets a deep cut gash on his arm. I'm sorry. Yeah. Getting kind of tired of doing this, but, you know, having so much fun because I have no idea what the hell's going on next. Alright, well, with that being said, and he did cut a little bit through the leather jacket, so it's not considered broken yet. Alright, so the thug is going to attack him now. He's going to try and bite him. They're always going to do the bite because they're so hungry for that flesh. 11. Do I have dodge at all? I do not. So I have to succeed. So he got 2 levels of success. I got to get 3 or more or it's going to hit. And I have no other... Yeah. Oh. Wow. That's a failure. Yep. So he is going to bite Trevor on the... See. Okay. Alright. So it's going to be on the right arm. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is getting crazy. 4 points of damage. But I have my leather jacket on. And that covers up 2 points of damage. So he manages to bite him, but Trevor does defend him off in close combat. Which is probably going to make it easier for him to stab in the head. I pray to God it does. Oh. There we go. I'm going to say it does, because he's got enough going against him as is. And with the thing being so close and biting his arm, he's just going to give it a nice good stab. And he succeeds. And as the thing bites, he hits him right on that, and it absorbs 2 points of the damage, which I think this thing has taken at least 3 points of damage so far. So I think the leather jacket just rips, and I'm going to sacrifice the leather jacket. We're going to take it off, and reveals a short sleeve shirt, but he has no bite marks or blood. It's just there's a lot of pressure and bruising right there on his arm. That was also about 2 rounds. So yeah. Okay, there was no gunfire, so nothing should be coming into the scene anymore. Make 2 adjustments. So we're gonna make 1 scene alteration. Scene was altered. So it was altered once before. And then the scene can proceed normally. The scene was okay, so the altered scene was the fact of the gunshots and this other type of zombie just came out of nowhere and basically heard all the noise. But it looks like everything is now clear. And he can bury Brittany and get Sasha and Linda and Frank inside. So this does clear that. There's food inside. So this is like a fast food restaurant. I don't know how much food does a fast food restaurant goes like. I think that would be a random question. the way they look at it is this restaurant could hold up to 3,000 pounds worth of food. Um, um, well, it would expire long before that, so they may have. So it does say, like, depending on how big the place can hold, I'm going to say about half that, so it could feed someone for 2.75 years if that food doesn't expire, but sometimes food expires be within a week. So there's at least a week's. Is there at least a week's worth of food here? Was that ordered prior before that? Let's see. Exceptionally, yes. There's at least 7 days worth of food. Um, and the space isn't very big, but they can create spaces to basically basically sleep in and see what's going on. So this does actually let's see. I think we got some threads that we took care of. We found a safe house. Not really a safe house. It's like a safe restaurant with food. I believe the power is still on. We haven't escaped overwhelming odds yet. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so we did actually manage to get a couple of these down. We're going to keep some of these. Quarantine has collapsed. We don't need to keep that one. We did see the new zombie. We don't need to keep that one. Resource scarcity. Won't need to keep that one, and then that one. So I'm not gonna get rid of safe house until until this area stops becoming safe. So we have some time. All right, so we now have a new character who is Crazy Linda, and Frank's gonna make it to the new day, which I already gave him 1 point for that, and then Sasha will wake up at the end of the 8 hours. All right, so we didn't really make it out, but we did complete quite a few. We started with this whole game with 10 threads. We finished half of them. I'm going to say, was the character really in control of what was going on in the game, or did they lose control at some point? Well, I don't think they really lost control. I don't think they've really gained fully control yet, but they did wipe out 5 threads, so that does show a form of control, like, hey, the odds are against us, but we're making it. Yes, we lost one person, not the biggest deal, but I think I'm going to keep the chaos factor at 7 because of the fact that we did lose one PC. But we did gain another, so we are going to leave that one alone. If we gained, I was going to probably take it down to a chaos factor of 7 or 6. But we are going to keep that there, and I think that should be fine to end it for now, and we'll pick this up another time. It won't be anytime soon with the next couple days. Unfortunately, I have work and stuff to do, so life is getting in the way. So we're just going to go there, but for those who tuned in, thank you for tuning in, and have a great and wonderful evening.